Hey guys, let's talk about tree.
Hey, excuse me, may I use this? Thank you.
This isn't the tree video I say because I'm never gonna make that video. But here is a short video talking about my thoughts on tree. And this is quite a different perspective than Gelatin Warrior's tree video because he mostly talks about how he likes BFB Tree and how he wishes he kept that personality. But I'm here to tell you that Tree never really lost that snarkiness, that stubbornness, and being, no nonsense and, kind of a serious guy, and someone who is a leader. He never necessarily lost that. It just has been buried deep within his character. This video is extremely unscripted, so yeah. But I will be talking about Tree, and it will be treeful. I believe in the first two Teapot episodes, Tree shows most of the aforementioned traits. He is shown to be snarky, he is shown to be a leader, as he does lead his team in both of the challenges. He is also shown to be underappreciated by his team and also easily irritated. Now, on paper, this may not sound like much, but it does actually make him quite an enjoyable character to watch. Now, he's different from a character like Golf Ball, who is also very serious and bossy and leads her team, and is also underappreciated. He is different because he isn't over-controlling, and he's pretty nice to his teammates, and he seems to actually genuinely really care about them. He's also generally a pleasant person. Seems a lot more friendly than someone like Golfa would be. Even so, he is still himself.
Well, excuse me.
Because of him not being over-controlling and super obvious about the fact he's the team leader, he does go kind of underappreciated. And I feel in Teapot 2, they may have been trying to set something up with him. They may have been trying to set up him being underappreciated as a sort of plot point, because it seems in that episode, he's the only one really trying to build the stack, and no one else really seems to care about it. I thought that was kind of interesting, and it made me sympathize with him. And it made me really see Tree. The true Tree, you can say. The Tree isn't a boring character who doesn't do anything, or a complete loser who just screams and does nothing else. Tree is an underappreciated leader. He is someone who takes things seriously and someone who cares about his teammates. Now, this idea is kind of ruined by later Teapot, and I feel that may have to do with the change of writing, because Satomi wrote characters way differently than how Sam does. Satomi wrote Tree with all of these traits that made Tree, and Sam never really did anything with Tree. He mostly just served for gags and whatever he wanted to use him for. He is mostly just reduced to the plot device in the Death Fact arc. Fanny never really even apologizes to him. That's extremely disappointing. Now, I love Sam. He's a great writer, and he's helped fix a lot of other characters. And he's done some great things. He's made characters that feel really empty and uninteresting, have a lot going for them. But with Tree, he's never tried. Sure, Tree does do things. He just never does as much as other characters and gets easily overshadowed. Yes, his snarky personality and being irritated easily are still there, which are traits that I find charming. He's a cool guy, and most people like him because he's relatable. He's a character that really deserves more, and I find his attitude fun to watch. And I like a lot of his dialogue. I find it enjoyable. Even now, he's still a fun character and still is cool to watch, but he suffers from a great lack of screen time and a lack of story going on. There isn't anything being set up with Tree, and there's never really been an attempt to do anything. Him even being the leader of Death Pact feels like it's swiped away the moment the Tpot 7 hits. Because, suddenly Black Hole is the guy who's always prevent death. And while yes, I feel like that's a good choice, in some ways it is a good choice, because it really helps Black Hole's character, and is a really interesting concept because of the fact Black Hole is a black hole. And it's really interesting to look into. But it leaves Tree to just be a plot device in this episode and nothing more. Which is disappointing, to say the least. I feel like in episodes like Tpot 16 and Tpot 7, Tree does still display his attitude and slight arrogance, and he has some nice scenes that feel very much like him. But once again, the lack of screen time. Well, yes, in Tpot 17 he has quite a bit of screen time. It's not really that great. I like the Tree and TV thing, but it's really ruined by the fact TV got eliminated next episode. But I think if TV stayed, it could have resulted in an interesting rivalry. But at the same time, I think it's a little odd and out of character for Tree. I think it would have made more sense if Tree simply said something like, "Oh, TV, you can't fit in the elevator, you're taking too long to get in, we're leaving." And then in TV just took it extremely personally. It seems more in character, honestly, for both, but it's okay, I guess. I like his scene in Tpot 19. It shows his caring side and how he's still willing to be a leader and someone who speaks up for what's right. Now, not as much as a character like Fanny, who is often speaking for what's right, and yeah, I still need to make that Fanny morality video, for sure. I feel like it's an interesting topic to talk about. But yeah, that's my Tree ramble. I feel like Tree is extremely underrated, and I really wish they'd do some sort of plotline with him. I have a few thoughts if he does stay in Tpot 19. Here is some ideas that I had of what he could possibly do. If Marker gets eliminated, he'll find out about the whole token situation, likely. Because he'll probably be like, "Marker, give me back my token, because you're being eliminated, and I need it back." And then he's like, "I don't have it. He's like, what? And then Lai comes over and is like, I stole your token, you dumb tree. And she's like, Marker, I trusted you. How could you? And Marker's like, I'm sorry, man. Ooh. And him being eliminated is kind of a rough situation because now Tree is upset at him. So this will probably leave them on bad terms for a while until they eventually reunite whenever. But for now, this would leave them on pretty bad terms, which is upsetting, but I think is interesting. But I feel this may result in Tree having some trust issues now. He thought he could trust Marger, but he couldn't. So now, I feel he would mostly try to rely on himself for anything. And it also kind of makes sense, as the only real connections he has are... the only connections he really has left are Black Hole and Fanny. Someone he's known for a long time, that he thinks he should probably trust. And someone he's had some bad experiences with in the past. But he may feel like he can't trust people that he thought he should now, after the Marker situation, and feel this may result in some interesting stuff for him if he goes this route. Thank you for watching. That was a video about Tree, and I hope it was good, and I hope you got something out of that.